Hey, please understand I would never time out a video to fall on a certain time. I would never do anything to trick y'all, fool y'all. This one right here that I just loaded, um, 6:14, and it's about the opening of Revelation. It's Trump's birthday. That's hey, that's every bit as random as the other video today of landing on the 119. Um, Whenever I was at my grandfather's funeral. Again, he was my step grandfather, but I never had a real grandfather, and he did marry my grandmother. So, in that spiritual sense, he never told me he loved me. He never pulled me to the side. He never called me grandson. Nobody in the family, my parents or my grandmother or him, nobody ever cultivated me to call him grandfather or anything like that. So, it was a choice made from my birth. And even though I was over at their house a lot, I was just told to call him JT. That's what everybody else called him. And but I respected the man immensely. And he was just a lot of good things said today. And I was asked to speak, and it was emotional. So, but when I went there, see, when you go to a funeral or something in my world, where I feel like the Holy Spirit's always been, that's a big deal when you go to a funeral, a wedding, something big. And that's when I look down at the odometers because I've never been able to not see numbers. I can't cover that up with tape. I guess I could. License tags go by. I see numbers. That's all I see. I'll look at your face. But if you're wearing a number across your face, I'm going to look at the number before I look into your eyes. And that's if you're beautiful. If you're beautiful, okay, maybe if you're strikingly uh, beautiful, from my flesh sense, blonde hair, brunette hair, short shorts, whatever, my flesh would go boom. But if you had a number written across your chest like a name tag, I'd look at you to see how you looked at me, and I would immediately then go to that name tag and that number, and I would try to record that number in my head. Yeah, it was just like I can numbers is like all I see other than people. I mean, and for 119 to be on my odometer, and which is Donald, and the 666 to be below it, we all agree that was big, right? Um, an unappreciated gift caught a hold of that. Not Jamie, and oh, I'm sure she'll catch it later. Um, but this video here, I went to load the last video and I saw our friend Joseph. Now, Joseph and I do not agree on who the Antichrist is. He says it's Obama. Joseph believes in a pre trib rapture, and I think Joseph believes in free will. So we're totally on the opposite sides of the spectrum, doctrinal wise. But he put up a video. So I'm going to slow mo it. The 56th day of the year, y'all, is the 25th of February when I'm suspecting my version of the Antichrist, Donald J. Trump, because he's here in his own name. I mean, I would say, how is Obama here in his own name? The horn of Daniel 7 is the Antichrist. A Trump is a horn. He's literally here in his own name, and Trump Tower's 5 multiple addresses match the little horn of Daniel 7 passage. And they used Trump's penthouse for the movie The Devil's Advocate, and the lady said his name in the movie The Devil's Advocate. Donald Trump was supposed to be here tonight, but he had a business engagement. Watch all of the 56s that are in his video. I'm going to unload groceries and I'm going to slow it down to where I don't get a copyright strike. And he's playing Eyes Without a Face, one of my all time favorites. I really like that song. Uh, but, the Lord did have me throw away all. But watch all the 56s. This is the 25th, 2 days before the snow full moon. When we say Boom. February 25th, he's going down. It's 56th day of the year. Watch all these 56s. And I'm going to be unloading groceries. Hope I remember to come back here and stop the video. While you're looking at this, remember my stepson whose birthday is on that day? He'll be 20 this year. They called him LT, I think for little Tony. And that's not his real name. Tony's not his real name. I shouldn't say. I'm not going to say his name. I promised myself I wouldn't. So just out of respect for privacy, good grief. But they called him LT. And Lawrence Taylor, they got it from the guy, Lawrence Taylor, the football player, who was number 56. They didn't think that the kid's birthday was on the 56th day of the year. It's just coincidence. Where, where are we at here? Okay. See you in a couple minutes. we doing in there, folks? Y'all going to sleep? Pretty remarkable, right? All right. Hey, good timing. So, very confident. This one and another video I did, I need to put in the playlist. And asked Joseph to give me stuff on February 25th. I hadn't heard from him on it. And but hope he does. All right, love y'all.